If you didn't already know, I've been making music for 12 years now, and 11 of those years were spent producing in FL Studio. Now, as soon as I saw the possibility of switching to producing music on my iPad Pro, of course I checked out FL Studio Mobile. And there's a few reasons I decided to go a different route. And I believe I can save you FL Studio desktop natives that are looking into mobile production a few bucks and maybe a couple headaches. Stay tuned. Welcome back, creatives. As always, if you're looking to see more content to help you master the tech you need to make music freely, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be the first to catch the next video. So like I said, I did switch to mobile music production, but I didn't choose FL Studio Mobile. And the first reason is because the UI genuinely doesn't transfer at all from the desktop version of FL Studio. I loved the clean, polished look of FL Studio. And coming to the mobile version, not only did it look worse, but things were just laid out very strangely. The layout is honestly almost too clean. There's like nothing visible at the start, and everything is hidden in a bunch of little bubbles around the screen, and it seems like a very tacky way to manage a DAW, in my opinion. The most confusing part is there's no transport window at the top. There's kind of a little bit of a transport window at the bottom, but it's attached to a MIDI keyboard that swipes up and down. It's just strange. Now the playlist layout is actually quite nice. It looks really good. I would even say it looks better than the Beatmaker 3 playlist layout. I thought the honeycomb pads for drums were actually pretty nice, and they made some really nice color choices. Also, one feature that FL Studio Mobile has that Beatmaker 3 definitely doesn't is a step sequencer. That's one good addition. But back to the reasons I didn't choose it. Number 2 is no separate mixer channels for individual pads. Now, to be honest, the only DAW I've been able to find on iPad that does this is Beatmaker 3. If you play in some drums or honestly any instrument on a pad, when you go to your mixer tab, you can double tap on the instrument and there are all of your mixers for each individual pad for you to adjust levels, add effects separately, and even sidechain between the mixer channels. That is something I would love to see in something like FL Studio Mobile, and the fact that that's not there is another reason why it's not the choice for me. Now, the third reason is I think there's a poor handling of resources in the software. What I mean is I keep getting frequent popping whenever I use it, and I'm not using any external sounds. I'm using everything that came with FL Studio and still getting pops. That is strange behavior. It should be able to handle it. So it could be a software optimization issue with FL Studio Mobile, and it could be the reason why they opted to not include audio unit plugin support. And that is number 4. The number 4 and the main reason why I don't use FL Studio Mobile to this day, it's because they don't have any support for AUV3 plugins. Now, they do have support for inter-app audio, which is cool, but it does not at all replace audio unit plugin support. There's not a ton of instrument choices in FL Studio, and being able to open up your own sounds in your favorite plugins is a really good feature to have. Not to mention, having AUV3 support is crucial for being able to add good effects, something that I feel like FL Studio Mobile is also lacking a bit of. So I know this video can sound a little bit like ragging on FL Studio Mobile a lot, but honestly, that's not what it is. There's a few things they could fix that would really make FL Studio Mobile a powerful competitor if they just took a look at them. Rethink the UI a bit, consider adding individual mixers for separate pads in your instruments. Take a look at some of the popping issues, the resource handling in your app, and include AUV3 support. Image line, if you can do this, FL Studio Mobile could really have an awesome opportunity here for mobile music production. Mobile music production is growing, it's spreading, and if ImageLine wants an opportunity to compete in this space, these features I think are some great ones that they could include. Question of the day. What are some features that are missing from your favorite iPad DAW that you wish would be included? I believe iPad DAWs and software have come a long way, and I'm glad for the features that we're getting, but I know there's some programs with a few things that can make them so much better and could really make iPad music production that much more powerful. So let me know what those are down in the comments. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy the content that I make and you want a way to support the channel and receive some exclusive perks in the process, definitely consider checking out my Patreon page, which I will link down below. I just launched my Patreon at the beginning of this month, and I'm so excited to deliver even more value to you there. All right, creatives, go make something dope, and I'll see you in the next video.